So Kelsey Mitchell got injured the last game, right before the last game, game number 35, but she's still playing, even though she's a little banged up right now. Chrissy Tolliver got injured before the very last game, this one right here, and she is not playing this one. So let's get it.
As they go up against the Washington Mystics. I'm Blake Suniga, and with me at the broadcast table are Tim Swartz and Brian Banafitemi. All right, here it is, game 36 of the regular season. Guys, are there any special expectations for the final game of the year?
Well, I mean, no one wants to end the year on a loss, so I expect both teams to play hard, but I'm not going to lie. I mean, all I can think about right now, the playoffs.
Yeah, the postseason is practically here, and I think we are in for a good one. Those first-round best-of-3 series could be especially entertaining this year.
Now here's Cloud, just 5 to shoot, and that one's...
All right, so just a little background right here. Yeah, Kelsey Mitchell got injured right before game number 35. Right now, she went from an 82 to like a 77, 76.
To Jefferson.
At that time, and then now, you know, it's a couple days later, she's a 78, but I still got her coming off the bench because last game at number 35 on Twitch against the Mystics in Indiana, we had Larissa Clarendon started, and she did very well, you know what I'm saying? Like, it almost made me feel like she should have been starting this whole time, and maybe Kelsey should have came off the bench for like support or something. Maybe would have had a little bit more firepower. I don't know, man, but like, it just feels like Kelsey coming off the bench is like natural. You know what I'm saying? Like, he should have been did this shit, but I don't know. Like, Clarendon, she has more confidence than anything, and she has a lot more all-around skills, like as far as passing, playmaking, and passing are the same thing, but they can intersect sometimes. She's somewhat of a point guard, really, but you know, she's a little bit bigger in WNBA standards. Not like actually. So I could put her at the 2 because we have Leilani Mitchell, who's like a true point guard. We have Destiny Henderson, who's even small. She's the smallest guard on the team, and she's a true point guard too. So we might as well just put Clarendon at the 2 because she can do stuff like that. You know what I mean? Even though she may not make it sometimes, it's all about the confidence because it's putting people in position to do things like that. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just feel so fucking good when she's on the court, and it always felt good when she came off the bench. Or the few times that she may have started at point guard, like it always just felt good when she was on the court. And I don't know, man. The playoffs are about to happen right after this. Like, I truly feel like, truly feel like Shaq, motherfucker. Say not. I truly feel like I might have to keep this lineup, especially because Kelsey's still recovering. I'm not sure if I'm going to have a bye week or not, or bye round, whatever you call it. I don't know if we're going to have to fight for our position in the playoffs. I have no clue. I know we're going to be in it, but, you know, it's just, I'd rather, come on, man, there we go. I'd rather, you know what I'm saying, Clarendon just come with the starting lineup, and we can just go from there. I feel like she can play defense. You know, that's part of the all-around package that she has, is a little bit better defense than the rest of her guards. Kelsey's back is a little fucked up, so she probably can't play as good defense. She usually can. There's certain instances. This is why I say it feels so good. I mean, come on, man. And I fucking make it for the for the first time. Anyway, another reason why I say it feels good is sometimes Kelsey Mitchell is cold, man, and you just never really know. Clarendon being cold and Kelsey Mitchell being cold are like two completely separate things. Holy shit. Yeah, call a timeout, bro. What the fuck? They are not missing. This is not a good start for us. Anyway. Yeah, like sometimes Kelsey She'll be like 1 for 11, and we'll be down like 5, and I'll give her an open shot at the 3-point, and she'll take it and like damn near airball it or something, and be 1 for 12, and I'll just be like face palming the whole time, like, fuck, why are you on the court? Like, this shit. Like, there's a few instances where that shit happens and it completely blows me. And she doesn't do certain things like that right there. You know, she missed the first one, but she made the second one. It's just, when Clarendon is cold, she has other things that she has going on that she can help us with and not just fucking be 1 for 12 with like 1 assist maybe. You know, like 4 turnovers, a couple from dribbling. Like, when Kelsey is cold, she is cold, man. I feel like you can be a streaky shooter off the bench. And then Clarendon just has more confidence. I mean, Kelsey does have confidence. Sometimes she'll score like maybe 20 points, maybe 18, 24. But it's few and far between, man. It really is. Like,
To the right side. Up top, Cloud.
it's tough, man. Holy fuck, bro. What the fuck is going on? Natasha Cloud can't miss, bro. She didn't do this last game. I won the last game. We won the last game because Clarendon was starting. She was playing defense. You're not getting that. And fucking just, you know, this was way smoother last game than it is this game. I mean, we're still in the game, you know what I mean? But, oof, this beginning is tough. Very tough. But things like that, boom, come on, man. Certain things, I mean, Kelsey does do that sometimes, so I'm not going to say she don't, but it's just like, I just feel safe when she's on the court, okay? I feel like I can be more of myself either way. We were smashing them the last game on Twitch. Just a little disclaimer, I guess. I don't know. I guess Twitch doesn't necessarily fuck with Xbox One 2K or something. I don't know, bro. I don't know. But when I was playing it on the TV, right, completely fine. There was nothing going on. I was just playing a regular game. Like, sometimes the joint even, like, if you've seen other Twitch games from the past before, of 2K, then you'd see, like, you know, sometimes they'll like freeze up for a second or whatever the case may be. That was not the case. It was literally the smoothest game I've played in a somewhat of a long time on Twitch. Like, there was nothing, absolutely nothing wrong going on, except on the actual Twitch app. So basically, like I said, the game was smooth, but when you get the playback, it's just like, I don't know, glitches, tweaks, and it's just the playback. It's just the playback. The actual play is straight, but when you watch it, it's like in and out, and it's not the whole entire game, so it's like still viewable. So I kept it up. But there are certain instances in the game where it's like the whole screen is like glitchy and green for some reason. Like, I don't know, bro. Twitch does not fuck with me when I'm playing 2K. Like, it just wants me to never play 2K on Twitch for some reason. I have no idea why. And the thing is, right, this didn't happen in the Houston Rockets games that I played. You know, you could probably go back and look at the clips of the regular season that I've had on Twitch of the Houston Rockets rebuild that I'm doing. I haven't played any on Twitch because I've been building this documentary series as far as the rounds 1, 2, and 3, and then, you know, the finals. So I haven't had any Rockets games. Look at her grabbing her back. Yeah, she's still injured, but she's still, I guess, trying to do her thing. Either way, I haven't had any of the WNBA issues that I've had on Twitch. I mean, very rarely happen on the Houston Rockets. Like, I don't know, maybe they just don't like WNBA. Who knows? But either way, you know what I mean? The fucking late delay got me. I had her, but then I didn't after a while. And it was just like, come on, bro, what the fuck? Then she like halfway gets the rebound.
Was there for her.
Ridiculous.
She had to take it, and I don't care if she
Yeah,
didn't
Kelsey's
convert.
coming off the
She could
bench,
take it
and
again
the Twitch game
next time.
is somewhat viewable. You know what I mean? I still got
Mitchell is always
clips
looking to find
out of the
open
game.
teammate.
Obviously, because yesterday's short is from that game.
And here's
I don't necessarily see anything wrong with that, but at the same time, if you
you
watch it all, man, it was just a little wonky, to say the least. You know what I mean?
Jefferson, right side.
But it's cool. It's not going to be like that every time. It hasn't been like that every time, actually. It was
Not
just,
much resistance on the
I don't know.
inside.
That's
That's
what it
their
is.
fifth
So,
consecutive make
then we get
of the
here.
game.
You know, we're coming from Indiana. We just played the Mystics like 2 days ago. We're playing them again.
Now here's Cloud. 11 points
This time,
in the
Kristen
game.
Tolliver, you know, she's not playing.
That one's on target from the wing.
But it's a good way to end because if I'm not mistaken, you know, I'm not going to do the homework right now because I'm,
Here's Henderson.
you know, talking and doing
First
stuff.
basket still in this
But
one.
if I think I'm right, I believe the Mystics was the very first game that we played this season. That would have been cool if she made that. But I believe the Mystics were the first game, if not the second or third. But either way, they were within the first call. They were within the first week. Oh, they got me out. They subbed me out. All right. I mean, whatever. We're down 5. That's manageable. But yeah, I believe we played the Mystics within the first week of the season. And that's where I learned Shakira Austin was from Fredericksburg, Virginia. And I've never heard of it.
No good.
Until now, you know what I mean? Like, until this season, basically. Because she's a rookie, so it's not like she's been in the league for a long time. So she's a rookie, but I wish I would have heard of her. Either way, she's playing for the Mystics, which is the closest team to Virginia. So she's basically playing at her hometown.
One of the biggest trades in league history.
And so am I, basically, because Gabby Jefferson is from Maryland. So, you know, DC, Maryland, people call it the DMV. I'm playing somewhat in front of my home crowd.
Jefferson outside.
And I gotta sauce it up for him, you know what I'm saying? You feel me, you know. Like, I gotta do my best in front of the crowd that has supported Gabby Jefferson for so long to get her here. Also, the shoes I'm wearing are the Nike Zoom Gift of Gab Volume 2 Gold Medal, METAL, Gold Medal. You know what I mean? But yeah, I gotta wear these shoes, you know, for good faith into getting the championship. I might as well deceive this bitch.
Is a lot for a defense.
Woo! Let's fucking go! Let's fucking go!
Washington team.
A
42.
miracle heave to
Indiana
finish
team.
off that quarter.
43.
How'd you get that to go down?
Fantastic shot.
And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of play. Fever ahead, leading by a point. Don't go anywhere, folks. We'll be back in a moment. And it's been a back-and-forth game with no ground given through the first half. Third quarter getting started here. Jefferson really making a difference here.
She is such a dynamic scorer. That much we know. And her talent really was on full display in the first half.
Yeah, look, there's no way around it. She's a hard player to keep down, and so far, they haven't found the answer for her, and there might not be one.
Hey man, I worked hard for us to be in the league. But yeah, it's somewhat of a tradition when it comes to custom shoes. I can't necessarily do it in the Rockets rebuild because I have a deal with Fila. Ooh, give me the green heel once. Go ahead and watch that video if you haven't watched it. Sad how they did my boy Grant. Anyway, when I was doing the Cobra 1 shoes, I had the black and gold, and you know, for faith into getting the championship, because that's what it's all about, the gold. So I had the black and gold, all playoffs, every round, until we got to the championships, and we had to go all the way to Game 7 against the Lakers. It was crazy, super duper crazy, but I ended up pulling it out. I think it was just the faith of the gold medal Cobra 1s that just kind of carried me through, you know? So I have the Nike Zoom gifted Gabs, and we're carrying that tradition on. And we got some gold medals. And of course, in the last one I mentioned with the Cobras, I wore the gold medals in the very last game. I believe it was against the Bronx Clovers, if I'm not mistaken. I think I played the Bronx Clovers, and wore the gold medals. Ooh, where are you going? Bang! With the bang. Yeah, but now you see, you know what I'm saying? Like, I think I'm the last game, gold medals. I'm gonna keep these on for the playoffs. They're already low, which is funny. So, oh no, I didn't keep it on all playoffs. Let me rewind that. Because if you do look back at it, now that I just remembered, they weren't on my feet for the first, second, and third round. I forgot about that. What I did was make the gold medals, wear them the last game, make playoff edition Cobra 1s, which I did make a separate video for, and then I had some colorways for the low top because the original was mid top. And so I made the playoff editions low tops, and I had different colorways and shit until I got to the finals. Once I got to the finals, every game I played in the finals, I was wearing the golds because, you know, I had faith in us winning the gold trophy. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I think I'm gonna continue that tradition, and you know what I'm saying. Oh my God, bro, I ain't make a half-court shot just for us to be down like this. Like, what the fuck is going on here?
Here's Jefferson.
That's crazy.
He's got 20.
But yeah, I'm wearing these the last game, and then I don't know. I might make some playoff edition gift of Gabs. If I do, they might have to be the mid top, because they're already low tops.
And the release was but it's off target. And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game. Mystics ahead, leading by 17. Don't go anywhere. The final quarter is coming up next on 2K Sports.
Well, this is what being on the same page looks like. Fantastic feed and a heads-up play all around.
And how can you not be a fan of a sequence like that? This is what beautiful basketball is all about.
Yeah, unselfishness, just wonderful stuff.
Look, man, I get it. We had back-to-back games. You know, the game wants to make it even. They've been giving the Mystics chances since they tipped the ball off. They have just been shitting left and fucking right without no remorse, without no stopping. Just shot after shot after shot is going in. And, you know, this didn't happen last time. I have no clue why I jumped. She didn't even come take it. This didn't happen last game, so of course this is bound to happen this game. Same thing happened with the Aces not too long ago, but except we had 3 separate games in a row against the Aces. Like, we just took our whole series and just did it in 1 week. Total. because they were actually 2 different weeks, but if you count it all, it's within like 7 days, bro. Like, played them within 7 days, and we won the first one. We lost in the second one, and I just kind of see this happening now. And I could see it early, actually, when Natasha Cloud just was just going crazy. That's a good call. You know, Kelsey Mitchell don't do stuff like that, man. That's what I mean by all-around game. I think she's older too. So yeah, I mean, if we're gonna lose, which I guess, you know, it's not, I don't think it's really gonna change our playoff status. That's a good play. That's a good pass. Shout out to Clarendon again. You know, just she made a play on defense and then made a play on offense. That's what I mean by a playmaker. You know what I'm saying? She's making plays on both sides of the ball. Very different. Also, I saw this tweet. This is very random, by the way. But, oh, and before I even say that, Elon Musk is changing Twitter to X. I don't know what that's about. You call it a Zeet. A Zeet now? You don't tweet, you Zeet. Anyway, I saw on Twitter, and on actually Reddit, the NBA 2K Reddit, for real. Somebody did a Michael Jordan My Player and did like all his like realistic moves within like the same type of like manner. Basically, like in the same type of situations Michael Jordan did these moves. He's doing these moves like, but he's doing it in the rec as Michael Jordan. But he's like comparing it like to the real like footage, you know what I mean, when he's doing it. And that shit is like blowing the fuck up, and I remember seeing it like, because I guess people like blew it back up because it's not newer, even though it is. It's like it came out like a couple weeks ago. Somebody dropped that shit in the 2K Reddit, and it went crazy. I'm not gonna lie, in the 2K Reddit, but like a week later, somebody like ended up seeing that shit on like Twitter, and then once it was on Twitter, that's when that shit blew the fuck up. And then that's when SportsCenter took a hold of it, and you know, they did what they did, and you know what I mean, it was just a testament to like people actually care about real basketball. You know, some of this My Player stuff, you know, it's cool and all, but it's hard to say that's close to any type of real basketball. You might as well just switch it to arcade, honestly, like Madden does. Like, is it simulation or arcade? You know what I mean? Like, you might as well just call this shit arcade, because people don't do real basketball moves on there. They just, you know, they do 2K moves, you know, just try to get yourself open with a dribble, then this little hop back or step back, and you try to have as many badges as you can to support that. And it's just really like, I mean, you call it competitive, I call it cheese. Like, you're just trying to basically beat the game and not the person, in a way, you know, which is one of the main oh man, that was a bad call. Which is one of the main reasons you see the content on my channel the way you do, is because I don't necessarily mess with just competition, quote unquote, aka cheese, modes, play style, you know, badges. I'm cool on it, and it honestly, it's like the yard. It's for the children. You know, they had DJ Khaled and Migos and like fucking Snoop Dogg or some shit. Like, you know what I mean? Like, all that shit is for the kids, bro. And it's cool because it's marketed that way, and I feel like they just need to market the park and rec and all that stuff that way, but they can't because of the competition and esports, etc. Do these people really know basketball, or do they know how to score in 2K? There's a very big difference in both, you know what I'm saying? So all I'm saying that is because the Michael Jordan video wasn't him scoring in 2K. It was just him beating the actual people in front of him with different moves. Because, you know, you pay for all these moves in My Player and all that other stuff that have custom moves, but people only use 2 of them. Not trying to shit on people who play My Player, but it's like there's a stark difference between people who play My Player who are like, I don't know, ages 8 to fucking 21, than the people who don't play My Player, which would be me. Because I've seen the best of My Player. I mean, it is what it is. I've seen the best of My Player, and it's nowhere near what it is today, bro. So I can't even front and sit here and be like, oh, I want to do that mode. Oh, I want to try that mode. Oh, I want to be a competition person. Like, no, I don't. What I want to do is do really cool moves against opponents that respond. You know what I mean? Didn't get that. I'm cool with that. But I don't do that right there all game. You know, I just hit a half-court shot on niggas. I don't know, man. I'm just bullshitting because we lost this fucking game, and I'm kind of mad about that. Shout out Shakir Austin.
Of 2 teams tonight, one in total control, operating flawlessly, and the other just searching for answers that they never found.
The energy here was just tremendous. Fans involved from the get-go. Once they started to really pour it on, it was fun to see that rhythm, the flow of the game. What a treat.
That'll do it for our broadcast, everyone.
He really should. 21-9-2. Elena Del Don still trying to go for the MVP. Natasha went stupid. Shakira went crazy. Everyone else did their thing. Machito, I think her name. She did all right. 20 points, 14 rebounds. Sylvia had 10 and 10. Go watch game number 35 on Twitch if you dare. Or just subscribe to me on YouTube. It's cool.